Hey guys, it's Jem here with your Divine Feminine reading for the week ahead. Reminder to check out the Divine Masculine reading as well. We have both energies, so one might resonate more with the other. And this is general reading too, guys. So if something doesn't fit, don't stress or don't make it fit. Just leave it be. Maybe this week isn't for you. Maybe it is. Okay. So we'll check on the general reading, the head and the heart space, and we'll finish with a soul message. So let's go. Okay. All right. This looks interesting. Okay, so first card out we have is the Three of Pentacles. So what I'm feeling with this card is that the feeling I'm getting with this card is I know for a lot of feminines, you've been working hard. You have been working. I feel like a lot of you are really tired. Because, this is very much the beginning stages of building something. And I sort of feel like what's been happening with the feminines is that we kind of get to a point where we've worked really hard, we see a lot of results, and then we kind of feel like we're back to the start and we're sort of back in the grind phase. And this card is always sort of symbolic of, you're working on that stable, future. You're working on that just that financial independence, stability, security, that life that you dream of. And I just feel like this card today is saying more that you're in that headspace of feeling like you're constantly at this point where you're just working and it just feels like it's getting nowhere. Okay, but this is that symbolism of you've got to just keep going. Rest if you need to, take a day off, do what you need to do. But yeah, this is saying, I just feel like this is saying that you feel like you're in that 1 step forward, 10 step back concept at the moment, and it's really getting to you. And this might be, in regards, I'm sort of feeling this is, in regards to your own work for something, a particular relationship is kind of what I'm getting here. I feel like you kind of feel like you're working on yourself for this particular relationship and it just never seems to get anywhere, and you're kind of really done. You really just screw this kind of energy. But this is saying keep going, but not necessarily towards the relationship. Just keep going, keep doing your work, keep doing it, and start to look at it as that it's part of your days. Stop sort of looking at it as it's this hard grinding task, and once you complete it, then you'll be rewarded with all the joy and the abundance of the world. No, you are already awarded with joy and abundance. This part of work is just another part of your day. So take the time out to go and enjoy things as well. Don't just sit here and hustle and grind and then get the shits about it. This is saying start to balance things out, okay? And then we have the Ace of Cups. So this is all about that new emotional fulfilling beginning. Okay, and relationship did just pop into my head. So potentially, you have been desiring a relationship or a connection that is emotionally fulfilling. And this doesn't even need to necessarily be with a romantic partner. This could just be someone who just gets you, a connection where you feel fulfilled. And I think, with that Three of Pentacles energy, that constantly working, I feel like this is also that, you need to start incorporating things that make you feel good through the day as well, not just grinding towards trying to get to an end of something. Because sometimes there's not an end, it's a continual evolutionary concept. You'll never do something, because once you get to the end of something, it's the beginning of something else. And that's kind of what I'm seeing with this card. You're feeling very emotionally drained. And I feel like you're kind of relying on this one thing to fill that cup, but you've got to start looking at all the other ways you can fill your cup and really start implementing them into your everyday. So it might be a new exercise regime, it might be new people, it might be learning something new. But just do that little bit of something every day that brings you that more joy. I see you starting to realize okay, my life isn't based around this one thing. I can get emotional fulfillment from so many avenues. I don't need one person or one situation to fulfill me. Yes, I feel like it would be really nice at this point in time, but at the same time, I can fill my own cup and I can do things that fill my cup in the meantime. Okay, I don't need to be hustling and grinding and wearing myself thin. I can have fun and look after myself too. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. It's this real push-pull dynamic with the feminines, I feel like there's just a lot of frustration. But then we have the Judgment card, all right? So this is balance, all right? This is things are coming into balance. Things are being sort of worked out. You're starting to, you're starting to see perception, like different perspective as well. I see, like, this is sort of saying, like, look at things from all angles. Stop sort of judging yourself or judging someone or judging your life position right now based on what you can physically see. Okay, take stock, look at possibilities that you may not be able to see just yet. This is all really about taking a step back and kind of letting things come into focus as you need them. Okay, like I said, I'm just getting this concept that there's this grind mentality, and it's wearing you thin, and you're pissed off because you feel like you're just doing nothing but working for no result. Whereas this card's saying, like, take a step back, like, just let things kind of unfold naturally. Just focus on ways you can fill your cup and stop believing that life is this one-way journey. Okay, I feel like this is a little bit of a spiritual lesson here for a lot of you, but this is sort of saying, like, you need to embrace more of your feminine energy and roll into that flow. Let things kind of balance out as they need to. Stop trying to work and control all aspects and live life by the pattern of A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z. Instead, maybe your pattern goes A, B, D, G, S, Y, A. Like, there is not a straight path. Everyone is on their own path. And I feel like this is another thing. You need to step back from comparing where you are to where other people are at. Stop judging your successes based on other people. Stop judging your relationship based on other people. Stop judging your income based on other people. This is saying take a step back from everything. Social media detox. Get away from all the toxicity that may be causing you to feel defeated. Work on your wounds. This is kind of really a tough thing to embrace, but I feel like the feminines are getting to a point where they are racking their brains over how to get something done that leads to this new beginning of an emotional fulfillment, when really the power is in your hands. The rest will fall into place. Okay, and that's totally backed up here with the Seven of Wands. Like, look at this card. This is all about the spiritual journey, communications. What I see here is, like, you're blocking, this is your door, right? You believe that this is the one and only door for you, and all these other wands are trying to get through, and you're just like, no, this is my door, back off. Whereas all these other wands are just kind of saying, like, hey, like, come with us, like, we can show you other doors. Like, this is kind of saying, like, put the barrier down, put the walls down, just you've got to just put down, like, stop being in conflict, stop being in battle with you, like, that you feel everyone's against you, because they're not. A lot of people are really happy to, and possibly can lead you to some great things, like, but if you're going to constantly stand guard on this potential one and only opportunity that you feel like is your be all end all, you're not going to see other opportunities available to you. So you need to just lower the guard. Okay, get off the defense, just like, go and run around with the team and play for a while. All right, so I know that things have felt tough. I know that things have felt hopeless and confusing, and just that it's just never going to be. But, this is what it is. It's about taking a step back, take a break, do something that feels good, paint, do something creative. Just stop sort of thinking that you constantly have to heal, you constantly have to make money, you constantly have to show that you're succeeding in some way. Like, at the end of the day, your success isn't what makes people like you. You are what make people and situations appeal to you, okay? So your job is to just be you, your best you. And that's what you get when you look after your emotional needs, okay? So that's a bit of a, real shift from the masculine reading, but just, take a break. Like, take a break. That's kind of, like, the overall message for the feminines here. Just take a break. Put the guard down. Put the workload down. Let things just balance and come into view as you need it, all right? All right, let's go with the headspace for the feminines. Okay, so we have Knight of Gabriel, time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. Now, because I've asked for the headspace, what I'm getting here is I feel as though the head is sort of trying to lead the energy here and say, like, all right, like, let's go do this, let's go do that, let's let's do all these things and be successful and go. Whereas, that's what's wearing you out. You've got great ideas and that's cool. Maybe just take a break, write them down, let them kind of manifest naturally. You don't have to always be acting on something. Take notes, write things down, go back to them in a few days. If you're feeling called to it, do so. If not, don't worry about it. But yeah, I feel like there's just a lot of forward movement here and a lot of passion, because the mind, I feel like it's kind of like, okay, if I do this, then this will happen. If I do this, then that will happen. And if I do this, then that will happen. And this person will like me and he will love me and this will happen and that. Okay. And it's exhausting. So just take a break. Put the mind at ease. Do some meditation. Like I said, if a thought is continuing in your head, write it down and leave it for a while. Come back to it. If it's a good idea or a good option, go for it. If you look at it in a few hours or a few days, you go, what was that about? Just get the thoughts out of your head, because when you act on everything, you're not actually doing anything productively, okay? True soul and heart action will feel easy. Mental action to try and control will feel exhausting. That's something I've never heard before, but okay. Heart space. Yeah. See, okay, so the feminine's heart space is very much like in that place of joy and stability. The heart's actually quite okay at the moment. It's feeling quite stable, and it's really starting to see the joy in the simple things. But it's just, I feel like the mind is just way too in charge here. It's way too active. So my suggestion here for you feminines is to, take a couple of days off. Take some time off looking at online tarot readings after you've watched this. But, take some time off healing. Take some time off, just take a break. Just take a break. Do a mini silent retreat at home where you just literally no technology. You just kind of enjoy meditating, sitting with yourself, yoga maybe, little things. Read a fiction book, read something fun and fantasy-like, get lost in the world again. The heart's quite cool. I feel like the heart's sort of opening, and it's just like, look, we don't need to be doing all this stuff to prove our worth. Like, we're cool here. All right, so it's just about controlling that little bit of head action going on for you feminines this week. Just, take a break. That's just, all right, let's get a soul message. You, my beloved, are like a ray of golden sunshine. I breathe in your love and all my concerns melt away, and all that is left is pure joy. Thank you, my beloved soulmate. Yeah, so this is just kind of confirming, once you relax into your heart space and trust that you don't need to be doing something every single minute of every single day, and you honor your emotions and your feelings, and you just do the little things that bring you joy, that's when you're connected to yourself and you don't feel like you're missing anything. Okay? So I hope that helps. And like I said, just if you need your own healings and stuff, let me know. I'm here for that. But the biggest message here is to take a break. Take a break. Okay? Just everything's working out. You've just got to lower the guard and stop trying to have so much control. And I know that gets a frustrating message, but it comes through all the time because it's what's needed. So just lots of love. Like I said, watch the masculine reading, see what you refer to more. But hopefully that message just sinks into whoever needs it. Take it easy, guys, and take a break.